me? 3, 4.
Yeah. Put your headset on. Make sure you're up close enough so that we don't got a lot of space between your voice and the microphone. Move this some noise out. Okay. Hold on.
So you still can see the.
Yeah, we can see that. All right. This is recorded, so we
Yeah.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Let me get this closer to you.
Up closer.
Yeah.
Testing, 1, 2.
So just kind of when you talk, just kind of lean in a little.
Okay.
We can hear you clear. Oh, this is a couple of things I jotted down real quick. It's probably gonna flow, but I just had it just in case. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm riding with you. We on the roller coaster together, okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Camera rolling. 4, 3, 2.
Welcome back, everybody. I would like to introduce my lovely co-host, S. Cammy. How you doing, S. Cammy?
I am great today. Thank you for having me here.
I appreciate you being here. Now, as I told you before, we have a very special guest. She is an actress. She is a singer. She is a host. And I have had the pleasure of working with her before. Y'all please give a warm round of applause for Miss Sylvia Camille. Thank you for coming to the show, Sylvia.
Well, thank you for having me. I am so excited to be here.
I see you're a very busy woman these days.
Too busy.
Well, that's why we're here. We're going to talk about a little bit of what you do. So you are a singer.
Yes.
You are an actress.
Yes.
And you are a host. I know you as an actress,
Yes.
right? But I'd like to know what's your passion out of the three? Sing, acting, hosting, or what?
Okay, my passion is singing and acting. I have to tell you a quick story. I always have to tell my testimony when people interview me because I want people to know the whole story about it. And I want to go to college, but my mother said I had to. I've always wanted to be an actress. I thought I was Joan Collins and Diane Carroll from Dynasty. I don't know how many of y'all watched that, but I thought I was Diane Carroll. And then I thought I was Whitney Houston, and I wanted to be the girl like Madonna. I don't know if y'all heard the story where she had like $10 or $15 and she left home and then she went to New York and she's famous, just like what Taraji did.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always had a passion for singing and acting. If you ask my mom, she says I've been singing since I was in the crib. You ask my vocal coach or my director at church, they would say I've been singing ever since I was a little girl. So I just always wanted to do that, and so I'm living my dream now, and I'm so excited about it.
So I was checking you out on your social media and whatnot, and I saw in your bio that it said something about you being the moniker the songbird of the South or South Atlanta. So where'd you get that from?
Because I am a Georgia peach. I'm a native of Atlanta, Georgia. I grew up in the SWATs, and I finished Benjamin Elijah Mays High School. So I've been singing throughout the South, on the Southwest side at funerals, banquets, weddings, wherever in Atlanta, Georgia, or in the South part. I just started really noticing that I had a voice. I would probably say it might have been about 10. I had my first solo with my choir director, Miss Eloise Dukes, and she was over our youth choir. And one day she was like, "Camille, I want you to stay out there." And I was like, "For what?" And she was like, "I think you can lead a song." And I was like, "Who, me?" And she was like, "Yeah." So the song was, they said, "I Want to Make It." So she taught me the song, and I had my first solo at church. And then after that, I just been singing solos all the time.
So you seem to have had quite a few accomplishments in singing, because it's in your bio as well. How about we touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, I've had an opportunity. I was in the Canton Jones contest at Greenbrier Mall. I won the Gospel Choice Award for Ricky Brooks. I also like classical. Miss Dukes wanted me to sing classical and be the she wanted me to sing opera. And I love opera too. I really do. That I always wanted to do, that is found out, and I get to share my voice with the world now.
So singing was your first passion.
Singing was my first passion.
So why did you wait such a long time to finally put out some music?
Oh, that's a good question. Life, school, just a whole lot of things. But this, I actually have another song that was supposed to come out 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, my vocal producer is Brandon J. He's with AGI. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of AGI, but you can look him up his music. And that song is very nice too. We didn't do it because I just put it on the shelf. I put it on the shelf. But now the single My Angel is out because something has transpired in my life within the last 4 years with me losing my father and losing my nephew. This is how My Angel was birthed. So the push and all that from them and like emotional ties with My Angel, I was like, oh, I have to do it.
So besides being a singer, are you a writer, producer? Who wrote that song?
Okay, My Angel, I actually wrote the entire song, every word of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very proud of myself for that. I took a songwriting class at AGI with Brandon J. And believe it or not, I wrote that song on the first day of class. And yeah, I know everybody's like, where you did what? But Brandon J, I want you to make sure that everyone's listening. Y'all look him up. You're a songwriter, you're a producer, and you're trying to get your music out. He's an excellent person to work with. But basically in class that day, he taught us the techniques of songwriting, A, B, chorus, and all of that. And then he said, okay, I want you all to write down 4 things or 5 things that has happened into your life because songwriting, song tells stories.
Right.
So I wrote my 5 down. And he said, okay, next, I'm getting ready to send you all a track. Everybody get your cell phone out. And I was like, me, the teacher, I was like, okay, we're going to have to do something with this track. He sent me a track, and he said, okay, now that you all have your track, I want you to pick one incident in your life. So my first choice was having to take care of my father when I found out he had colon cancer. My sister and I had to take care of him. He didn't want chemotherapy. Mm-hmm. So we literally watched him go through the process of dying. Then my second one was... we lost my sister's son a year after my father in a fatal automobile accident.
Sorry to hear that.
So that was number 2. Number 3 was taking 7 years to conceive my son. And then the 4th thing I wrote down was about the relationship I had with my brother. So, of course, the most dearing thing to my heart, of course, is losing my father and then my nephew. So he only gave us 45 minutes, guys. 45 minutes. He said, okay, find another space in this building. You have your track. You have what your story's about. And I tell you, literally when I went into the room and pressed play, and the title of my track was Emotional. Mm-hmm. Literally, I saw my dad and God right there, and I began to write. So after the 45 minutes, all of us in class, we had to get up, perform our song, and when I...
That sounds very beautiful. Very beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, is this about somebody in particular?
Yes, this song is dedicated to my father, Mr. Alex Zach McLendon, who is my super fan, my #1 fan. And I look at his picture every day and I said, Daddy, you had to die?
Oh, wow.
I'm like, you had to die, you had to leave me for me to produce this. But God works in mysterious ways.
That's right. That's right.
And then, of course, my nephew, who I thought was my child, I'm born November 17th. He's born November 18th.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So, and I actually dreamt his death.
Wow.
Like 3 days before. I didn't know it was him. I thought it was my brother, but it was actually my nephew. Wow. So this song has a lot of meaning, and those are the words that came to my mind. And the funny thing about writing this song and producing it, I wrote it in November. And just in January, we lost his grandfather, my sister's father-in-law. Mm-hmm. And they asked me to sing, and I was like, I can't, this wasn't even ready. This was like in the rough stages. But my producer, I told him the situation that, we just lost a loved one from COVID. And I know you're not really finished with it, but let me have something for the funeral. And we made it happen.
And it was your nephew's grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
So
we lost him in jail. All males, we lost all males.
So do you have a video for this song?
Yes, we do have a video for this song. Yeah.
So how about we play the video? Why don't you introduce the video for everybody?
Okay, I'm going to introduce My Angel, the video that was shot at Flipper Temple AME Church, my home church, where the Reverend Gregory Eason is the senior pastor and my videographer. Shout out.
All right. Good. So we're going into some of the acting stuff.
Okay.
How was that?
That was good.
Okay.
I was like, how was I okay?
No, no.
Did I answer the question?
Yeah. You good.
We're
You
good.
So, once you get the video, all right, that is a beautiful song and a beautiful video, and I appreciate you bringing it on the show today.
Well, thank you. Thank you all so much for sharing it.
So we need to get into some more now. We talked about your singing, but you are also an actress. That's how I initially met you. You acting, and we happen to be in a stage play together. So when it comes to acting, what is your forte? Is it stage plays? Is it theatrical? Is it movies? Is it film? Or what's your thing?
Okay, I thought I always wanted to be on TV, but with film, I'm gonna tell you both sides of the story because somebody else has asked me that. I love film on the stage, and the reason why, because I love the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
I love that direct energy, and you can hear them say, "Yeah, woo, yeah, what, ooh." I mean, that just geeks it's like my stomach bubble, and I'm like, okay, they into it, you know. And it helps you bring out the character. For me now, it helps me bring out the character more. But I mean, I still like TV too.
Well, you see, me, I've been doing film for the longest. So the first time I did stage, I was in a play with you, you know, and it was like, it's way different, man.
It is.
I mean, butterflies, butterflies all day long. You know, if you mess up, you gotta keep going.
Oh, you gotta push through. You gotta push through. Just push through.
Yeah, because then you were in the Christmas play, right?
Yeah.
No, you
No,
weren't.
I didn't do the Christmas
You
play.
didn't do the
I
Christmas
did
play?
the corner.
You did the corner, right? Yeah. I don't know, but I thought you were in the Christmas play too.
Beat. You know, I have to know the storyline. I just have to know the story because I have to make sure what the writer has written, that we are making sure that we're bringing it to life. So I think that was just like one of the best.
Mm-hmm.
What I played, I love playing that character.
Well, you seem to have a lot of stuff. You know, like I said, I looked at your social media, I looked at your website, and I saw you with pictures with Tyler Perry, with this person, with that person. What's your connection with all of this? Do you have an agent, or are these jobs falling in your lap? How are you connected to all the things that you've been doing?
Everything is by God's grace. So far, what you've seen on my website. We are working towards my mentors, the Garcia.
Or film that you're working on currently, or?
Yeah, yes. July the 25th, I'll be playing Janet in a play entitled The Encounter by Britta Brown. And that's basically about 6 or 7 women who've gone through some things in life. I play Janet, a person who has a compulsive buyer, a woman that's a compulsive buyer. You know, we buy when we're depressed, upset, and so that's what my character is. Lost my parents to death in here. So it's an excellent production. It's going to be Douglasville. It's July the 5th. July 25th, I'm sorry. And it's on Eventbrite called The Encounter. That's one project, or stage project. Then I also am getting ready to study for another play that comes out in February, Holy Seduction. I'll be in that, and then right now with Trey Floyd Productions, I'm actually one role I play in Roommate. You can check him out, Trey Floyd TV. It's online. You have to have a subscription, and then another project that I'm doing with him is called Wolf Creek View.
So you really like the stage plays?
I love stage plays, and I've been on the set of Being Mary Jane, so I know what set life is for TV, and I know I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I know what I have to do, I can do it. The only thing, it is a cut, and like I can't tell. I was one of my dream things. I love being an extra too. I'm gonna tell you, I love being an extra. So right during this COVID season, some things that I probably never would have been able to do. And basically, she's like, "You want to get your?" She was like, "Sure." So I started calling people who I know who are acting and things like that. So now the platform, the more that I've gotten into it, I'm up to about episode 34 now. The major platform behind Sunday Night Live is to expose people who are in the industry, and not just in the music industry, that just have a passion about whatever their life goal or their dream is. Because my mantra is dream big on Sunday Night Live, because I'm a dreamer, because like I said, I did not want to go to college. My mother told me I had to. My dream was to go straight to Hollywood and be famous and be Whitney Houston, and I didn't care.
That was all our dreams.
That was my dream. So I'm living the dream now. I'm living the dream. So I just want to use that platform platform to expose people who are independent artists, who are writers, you know, whatever you're doing, selling jewelry, you got a new business selling jewelry.
That's right.
But let's talk about your journey, your struggle. You know, how did you get there? Because everything that we see in the world, it came from somebody's one idea. It came from something may have tragically happened in their life. That's how my age got here,
Right.
because of my father's death. So that's what Sunday Night Live is all about. Flirting. So I didn't pay. I was doing like this. I was like, oh, I ain't got time for this. So and then he was brave enough. He was like, can I say something? I was like, yes. And he was like, are you Tyler Perry on the school? I was like, oh my God. I was like, can y'all please go find Tyler Perry?
Right.
Because Tyler Perry, if you listen to anyone who knows Tyler Perry,
Well,
I might be your, hey, TP, I might be your cousin, I might be your little sister. Remember, you know, you already told the world you don't know who your biological father is.
Hey.
So, you know, if
Hey.
Mr. Alexander McLennan happened to go to New Orleans and, you know, hook up with your mama, I'm not going to be mad.
Right.
We're going to all be glad. So, TP, if you're watching and you're listening, you know this is your favorite fan, Sylvia Camille and Douglas Hill with a pretty heart and lips. I love you, man. Just okay, now that the camera's off and your father brought it up, I'm gonna be in Medea's homecoming.
Oh, yeah.
I just didn't want to say I can't
Right.
stand on
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And that's so funny when you said, did he look at you? I mean, I literally was this close to him.
Yeah.
Rolling. 4, 3, 2.
All right, so we're back, and now we're going to talk about something a little personal, but we're going to talk about how men can't always express their feelings in a relationship because they sometimes get disregarded or looked at as small or something. We got a veteran over here that's going on 25 years of marriage, and maybe she got something that she can enlighten me on about this. But before I talk to her about that, we're going to look at a video that y'all right all the time, whether you're right or not. That's the problem.
You said we right all the time.
Y'all right all the time. Y'all not wrong. What's your take on that?
I'm single, but I think I can relate to it because I like to learn from other people's story. So just growing up, I kind of like was very protective of my feelings, and a lot of times if a guy like me and he expressed himself, I kind of be, I'll take it. I wouldn't disrespect the situation, but I just kind of felt like, no, he's not the one. But I wouldn't disrespect him and tell him that he's not the one. So it's just, like she's saying, respect the situation and just having the understanding and, you know, you don't dismiss it because, like she said,
Well,
he's going to be gone.
Well, see, even on the level of meeting somebody, you know, I seen, cause I get a lot of my topics out of Facebook groups that I'm in, love and relationship Facebook groups where I hear people talk about things and the women be like this and the men be like that, and so you know I be chiming in, I be saying stuff to get people started, right? I say stuff so I can get people going back and forth at it, but it was a topic where they were talking about
Learning yourself, and you know yourself. Majority of decisions in your life. As you continue, you grow, you learn yourself, you can understand others because you know yourself. You can relate to the situation. But yeah, you gotta be grounded in yourself first.
Grounded in yourself and be ready to blend, be ready to compromise. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I just want to say, I appreciate the fact that you got so many years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's something that I wish I could have done. I've been married twice and I couldn't do it. Right? When I get married again, I will do it. But I couldn't do it the first 2 times.
You couldn't do it the first 2 times.
And I haven't started.
You
And
get it.
Good job.
Is that your baby?
No, these are all
Wait,
mine.
the shell.
These are all
Yeah, I
mine.
know. Okay.
Come back and have a seat.
I gotta get the ash on the lip.
Oh, okay.
Like, get the ass off the lip for get the ass off the lip for the picture, but not the video. Not big. If you want, we can have
Yeah,
them.
that's how.
I'll take it.
So you train them up. You train them up.
They be. She's a TikTok. Let me do it, baby. Let me do it. Yeah, you can slide the chairs in a little bit.
Thank you. Oh, you can walk. I can
Okay. Wow.
Let us know when you snap it.
I got it already.
Can we approve this message? Can we approve this message?
Let us know when you snap it.
Go. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Very good.
Stop.
Very good.
Tasha, let her take the picture.
I'm trying to help her because she ain't doing it right.
So yeah, see me mess up.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
You made your own self mess up.
You got it?
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Thank
Okay,
you.
you took the
We gonna
picture?
flip
Okay.
Like
Let us see,
15,
let us see,
20.
let us see. Let us.
So where did you go to college at? When you were
Morris
young?
Brown.
Oh,
I went to Morris
okay.
Brown. I went to Morris Brown. Got it. That's cute.
That's cute.
I'm gonna edit it. I mean, cut, crop it a little bit. Well, I thank you, love.
Thank you. I know you got somewhere to be. I hope I didn't hold you too
No,
long.
I told you it's gonna be all right.